Coming up on this episode of Heart of Vegas, it's an incredible display of art and culture in downtown Las Vegas that happens on the first Friday of every month. Find out what it takes to attract 40,000 people to a monthly community event. Then, an inside look at a one-of-a-kind engineering program at a local magnet school. You'll never believe what these teenagers are designing and building themselves. Plus, learn more about one hard-working local nonprofit in town that's leading the fight against the pet overpopulation crisis. And finally, an exclusive interview with Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman, this episode's Heart of Vegas honoree. Stay tuned. That's all coming up on this episode of Heart of Vegas. To many visitors, Las Vegas is the world's playground, the city that never sleeps. But to the nearly 2 million people who call this place home, Las Vegas is so much more. A town of art and culture, natural beauty, vibrant youth, and incredible community spirit. Together, we celebrate it all. This is Heart of Vegas. Only on Cox Channel 96, connecting you to your community. On the first Friday of every month, the streets of downtown Las Vegas are transformed. Artists set up tents to display their work in the streets. Stages are built as a platform for musicians to perform. Food trucks line up by the dozens, and approximately 40,000 members of the community gather together to share in what has become a cherished local tradition, known simply as First Friday. It's a massive community event run by just a small team of ambitious organizers who are committed to its ongoing success. One of those passionate individuals is Charles Ressler.
Bringing 40,000 people together monthly is not an easy feat. Especially in a city that's so saturated with entertainment, it becomes very difficult to figure out how to entertain a city that's seen literally everything.
But Ressler and his team have certainly figured out how to keep the crowds coming month after month. The streets are jam-packed with things to see, listen to, interact with, and stand in awe of. And almost everything is absolutely free of charge.
Because First Friday is so experiential, because we think so much about how to keep it fresh month after month after month, we open up this idea of discovery. And so the attendees that come here are really willing to step outside their comfort zone because it feels fun and it feels energetic. Everyone is really in a great mood. They're saying hello. There's a real sense of it doesn't actually matter who you are. We all come together on this night.
This is fabulous. I mean, it's this great mixture, all ages, different backgrounds, great food, great art, music everywhere. It's a really, you can kind of get a feel that it's a really good neighborhood thing here, and that makes me happy.
It's a very family-friendly place. There's a lot of children and dogs, and it's a lot of fun.
I love going to some of the different booths and seeing all the artists and what they do. We have local jewelry makers, photographers. The artists can display their different types of art, and it's just great because everybody gets to express themselves.
Each month, over 100 artisans and fine artists are given the opportunity to showcase their art at First Friday in front of tens of thousands of people who may never have otherwise been exposed to their work. It's an incredible platform that helps many artists sell their work and make connections within the community.
I feel very privileged because I know for a fact that other cities don't have such a large scale like urban art scene. My art is meant to be for everybody, it's not meant to be just for the elite pretentious few that like art. So I love First Friday because everybody comes here, art lovers, not art lovers, and it's really like the premier avenue to display your art and to like capture an audience that is not only local but is national and sometimes international.
I think First Friday helps the artists because it gives a chance for people who don't usually get out and look at art to come out and see something new. And I know these people, I get the reactions from people that we haven't been to First Friday, but now we're coming back.
And it's not just the artists benefiting from the event. Local businesses like restaurants, shops, galleries, and food trucks are also loving the community exposure that First Friday provides them.
It's fun for us because we get to talk to a lot of people. We're a newer brand and concept in the Las Vegas Valley. Everyone at First Friday is always very upbeat and they're willing to try new things. So we can satisfy their palate, give them a great lobster roll, and they can learn about lobster meat and all the new businesses that are down here advertising.
For the country singing sister duo Jill and Julia, First Friday has become a launching pad for their young careers, giving them the opportunity to perform in front of huge crowds and build up their fan base in a supportive environment.
First Friday is a great platform for playing in front of, everybody in the city, really anybody that comes here,
And it's such a reputable, place to play that it's very eclectic and it's just, it's great. There's something here for everybody.
The First Friday organizers know that perhaps the best thing they can do to grow the arts community in Las Vegas is to inspire the next generation of artists. That's why each month, the event features a kids zone where children can take free art classes and engage in different educational activities.
Nevada's educational system is constantly receiving arts education funding cuts. And so as a festival, we really feel that it is the community's job, if the government cannot support arts education, that we all come together and make sure that we supplement it.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about for the First Friday organizers, bringing the community together in the name of art.
We have more talent per capita in Las Vegas than any other city on earth. So certainly we should be celebrating our artists. And I think the more people start to realize the type of talent that's here, how exceptional and extraordinary it is, the more they want to be here and supporting it. First Friday is a part of the heart of Vegas because we want to have meaning in our lives. We want to create meaning for this community. We want the future of this community to be where we want to raise our children.
Still ahead on this episode of Heart of Vegas, it's a high school class unlike any you've ever seen before. Find out what these local students are learning and why the program is so great for the community. Plus, we'll tell you the various ways you can help a local nonprofit organization save the lives of homeless animals. And stick around to hear why the mayor of Las Vegas is proud to call this city her home. That's all coming up right here on Heart of Vegas. Welcome back to Heart of Vegas on Cox Channel 96. Here's a Las Vegas fun fact. Did you know that the designer of the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign never trademarked her design? That's right, the sign was designed by Las Vegas native Betty Willis in 1959, who said it was her gift to the city. What a nice gift. Now, back to Heart of Vegas.
What I did is I threw together a quick animation. And
it looks like just another local high school.
As this is moving around the unit.
It sounds like your average high school. But step into a classroom in the engineering hallway at Southwest Career and Technical Academy, and you'll quickly realize that what the kids are working on are anything but normal high school projects.
Any position on here has an X and a Y value, right? And then the line to the hypotenuse.
Southwest CTA is one of 5 career and technical magnet schools in the Clark County School District. At these schools, the students take traditional courses like English, math, and science, but all of their elective classes are dedicated to whatever program they choose to specialize in for their 4 years in high school. One of the majors that students can choose from at Southwest CTA is Entertainment Engineering, taught by Angelo Papano.
The entertainment engineering program started here because UNLV developed a entertainment engineering degree program. We took that and started working with UNLV and Cirque du Soleil and a couple other local businesses to kind of develop what was actually needed for the local industry. We're the entertainment capital of the world, so all of the shows down on the Strip use all the basics of industrial engineering systems, mechanical, electrical, and automation systems to move things, program things, and keep them safe. And that's what we try to teach. Halfway down the hike.
More than just learning about engineering and its applications in the entertainment industry, the students are actually working in a real shop environment with industry standard software and machinery. In their junior year, the students design and build electric guitars from scratch.
Everybody knows what a guitar is, and to be able to say that, hey, I built a guitar, an electric guitar from scratch. I put the wood together, I got it cut, I designed it on SolidWorks, put it all together all by myself with, of course, Mr. Papano's guidance, but not very many teenagers can say that in high school they built their own electric guitar, and I think that's very, very neat.
I show my mom a completed guitar and she asked me how much it was, and I say, it came out of the shop, we made it. Don't know the price tag yet. And she's just amazed.
And in their senior year of school, the students have to work in groups to design a senior capstone project that demonstrates the skills they have learned throughout the program.
During senior year, we allow them to really expand and develop on their own. We really leave it quite wide open, so they come up with a lot of really amazing projects.
The robot is a parallel manipulator. It uses 3 motors to control angles on armatures. All these problem-solving techniques that we've learned throughout the years is finally being applied, and that's why probably the capstone is the best project that I've worked on all 4 years.
We're building a Cassell 3D printer. You know, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into building a project such as complex as this. It was a good practice to see when mistakes happen, you gotta figure it out and just keep going.
When I meet with people from local industry and they come in and they see what we do here, they're very, very excited about the way that we're approaching engineering for them. And then when they start to see what our seniors are producing, they're realizing, oh my gosh, we can bring people in at that ground floor and start moving them up very quickly if they're coming out of our program.
And for that reason, local industry has seen tremendous value in partnering with the school.
Our major contributor is Cirque du Soleil. They've done a very good job connecting us with a lot of their business partners and showing us what the entertainment industry holds here in Las Vegas. They've given us backstage tours, they've consulted with us directly, and it's really given us a very good picture of what we need to do to prepare students to stay here locally and contribute back to our local economy.
This program really takes us as students to a new level. It's almost like we're young professionals.
Some even choosing to continue their studies at UNLV's entertainment engineering program, where they start out ahead of their peers.
I never knew how to use a drill in my life before. I can use a drill, and a lot of these huge machines that you see behind me, like the drill press and the saw, so I'm very proud of that.
But regardless of what they go on to do after their time in the program, the students agree that their experiences at Southwest Career and Technical Academy have been extremely unique and incredibly beneficial.
Being in the magnet school, just being immersed in that kind of atmosphere allows you to just grow immensely faster.
I don't think a lot of people understand that these schools do exist, where you can learn a technical field before you actually go to college, and you could practice all these things and basically start internships straight out of high school.
Our entertainment engineering program is a part of the heart of Vegas because Las Vegas is entertainment, and we're grooming the next generation of students that will help build and grow this city.
Still ahead on this episode of Heart of Vegas, they're furry and adorable, and they need your help. Find out how you can make a big difference in the community by volunteering at our local animal shelter. And stay tuned as we hear from this episode's very special Heart of Vegas honoree, Mayor Goodman. Welcome back to Heart of Vegas on Cox Channel 96. Here's a Las Vegas fun fact. Did you know that the Clark County School District is one of the fastest growing school districts in the nation? With over 300,000 students, 35,000 employees, and 336 schools, it's currently the 5th largest school district in the country. Now, back to Heart of Vegas. You probably know that the Animal Foundation is our local nonprofit municipal animal shelter. But what you may not realize is the Animal Foundation is the highest volume single shelter in the whole country. They're on the front line fighting a major social issue in the community, the dog and cat overpopulation crisis. One of the individuals leading that fight is the Foundation's Director of Development, Andy Bischel.
Where our animals really come from are from those unexpected or unanticipated litters in the backyard, or dogs roaming at large, cats at large, unneutered, having litters. They don't have spaces. Cats can go feral very quickly, so it's all about getting on that front end, and spay neuter is really the most effective way to control that population. And part of our clinic services are providing low-cost vaccinations and spay and neuter.
In addition to decreasing the number of homeless animals dropped off, the Foundation works to increase the number of shelter pets being adopted into loving, forever homes.
Animals that are adopted know they were adopted. They just know it, and they express that thanks in a very profound way. And once you do it, you will never go back.
Luckily, the Foundation is not alone in their fight to end the community's pet overpopulation crisis.
We have a very active group, and they come at all times of day, 7 days a week, to come and take dogs out and walk them. It is a stressful time, so we want to use those volunteers to help reduce those stresses.
Standing beside them are over 1,000 active volunteers.
I like to volunteer here because they're in desperate need of dogs walking and socializing, and they need love. Coming to the shelter is just a good feeling. You feel like you're really helping your community so that they're not running around stray.
Dogs are smart. When they see a certain shirt come in, they know that it's there for dog walking, so they get very excited and they're very happy to get out for 15-20 minutes. It's very therapeutic for me. In fact, I think I get as much out of it as the dogs do.
One of the other ways that we really use a lot of volunteers is through events, to spread the word about who we are, what we do, what our services are, what the role of the community is. And I think in 3 to 5 years, we're going to be very close to a balance. It's all about being able to educate the community on what we need you to do. So we need you to adopt.
While nearly 40,000 animal intakes a year may seem like a staggering number, the Animal Foundation is more confident than ever before that they can and will solve the overpopulation crisis. But they need your help.
Adopt, spay, neuter, volunteer, and donate. Those are our 4 call to actions that we try to put in any of our messages, because those are really what we need the community to do to really solve pet overpopulation.
Stay tuned for a special tribute to the Mayor of Las Vegas, Carolyn Goodman, this episode's Heart of Vegas honoree. Welcome back to Heart of Vegas on Cox Channel 96. Here's a Las Vegas fun fact. Did you know that there are about 75 golf courses in Las Vegas and the city's surrounding areas? Some of these courses are ranked in the nation's top 100 list of courses and have been used for PGA tournaments. That sure is a lot of green for a desert city. Now back to Heart of Vegas. Cox Channel 96 is proud to recognize Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman as the honoree of this episode of Heart of Vegas.
Thank you. I feel honored by that. I think it really is a reflection of what I feel. I feel we are we, our, us. And it is our home, and we need to build it. We need to be the ones, much like in our own apartment or home, that belongs to us personally, and we're responsible for what goes on in it. So too, on the larger scale, the city and the county, it belongs to us, and we need to be proud of what's going on here. We need to set an example. We need to be a very safe community. We need quality medical care, great culture, and of course, we need major league sports.
Carolyn and her husband Oscar have been committed to the city of Las Vegas long before she became mayor in 2011.
We've been here 50 years. We came in 1964, newlywed sort of, and came out here just to do something and feel that we were trying to help build a community. We've been in the same home right opposite UMC for over 38 years. And of course, what has happened during that time, we've raised 4 wonderful children. And now we're beginning to see the grandchildren coming into the home, and we have 6 grandchildren. And so we've seen the town just really begin to develop that sense of what a really great town we could be.
So what does the Heart of Vegas mean to the mayor of the city?
The heart means to me a diverse population, a racially, nationality, culturally, socially, religiously mixed community. I grew up in the heart of Manhattan, which certainly has one of the most diverse populations in the world, and I think that makes a solid community. It's about us, the people. It's about us together, all of us together, building something that's very special. And I am a registered nonpartisan. I have no political side in this game at all. I am totally focused on what's best for the community and to make sure that all of the residents who call our city home, or whether it's in the county, really feel that this is their home too.
The mayor is very proud of how charitable the community has become.
We have the most phenomenal giving community, very involved on a regular basis, whether it's with 3 Square, Salvation Army, Catholic Charities, Goodwill, Boys and Girls Club, Jewish Federation, and on and on. And so this group, this power group of nonprofits, have really worked through ways that we can see to save dollars here and become much more efficient in delivering our services, food to the needy, helping with our veterans, certainly taking care of those who have mental issues, getting children into homes with their families. I mean, there's so much going on, and everybody can make a difference here, and that's why Las Vegas is phenomenal.
Thank you, Mayor Carolyn Goodman, for being an integral part of the Heart of Vegas. Thanks for watching this episode of Heart of Vegas. We'd like to send a special thank you to all of the wonderful community members and organizations who made this episode possible, including First Friday, Southwest Career and Technical Academy, the Animal Foundation, and the Mayor of Las Vegas, Carolyn Goodman. To find out more about any of the organizations featured in this episode, please visit their websites. Heart of Vegas is brought to you by Cox Channel 96, connecting you to your community.